Plymouth, Massachusetts, a town rich in history and steeped in mystery. But beneath its charm lies a darker truth. What if the spirits of the past still walk its streets? Tonight, we uncover a haunting tale of a resident who has experienced the unexplainable, and it might make you think twice about visiting this historic town after dark. Plymouth is known as the site of the first Thanksgiving and the landing of the Mayflower, but for one resident, it's much more than a historic landmark. Strange sights, eerie dreams, and unexplained phenomena have turned their home into something out of a horror story. From shadowy handprints to ghostly pilgrims, this is their chilling account. It all started in an apartment built in 1786, a building with over 2 centuries of history. From the very first night, they noticed odd occurrences. Outside, near where the original Mayflower once docked, strange figures could sometimes be seen roaming. They looked like pilgrims, dressed in old-fashioned clothing, but they would vanish into thin air before anyone could approach. Inside the apartment, things were no less unsettling. Shadowy handprints would appear on the windows, only to fade when examined closely. And then there were the dreams, vivid, unsettling visions of being led through Plymouth by faceless pilgrims to the town's cemetery. One day, while walking through downtown, they stumbled upon a peculiar discovery, an 1863 quarter buried beneath a tree. The coin seemed impossibly pristine for something so old, and it was buried just deep enough to make its presence a mystery. But it wasn't just inanimate objects that carried the town's eerie energy. On the 4th of July in 2021, while visiting the replica of the Mayflower, they experienced something beyond explanation. That night, they dreamt they were aboard the original Mayflower during a storm, the ship rocking violently, objects crashing, and fear gripping every passenger. They awoke suddenly, drenched in sweat, to see the clock reading exactly 3 a.m. And then there were the abandoned buildings, places long untouched by time, or so they thought. One old factory from 1867, now a crumbling relic, held strange secrets. Inside, walls were freshly painted despite being abandoned for over a century. And nearby, a beach revealed an old, stripped-down speedboat lying lifeless in the sand, as if it had been forgotten by time itself. The most chilling moment came one night as they walked through downtown. The streets, so vibrant during the day, were completely different at night. In the upper windows of several buildings, they saw faint figures staring down, unmoving and unblinking. When they got closer, the figures would disappear, leaving only the empty windows behind. It was as if the entire town had a hidden life. A life that only emerged when the sun went down. And the deeper they explored, the more they became convinced that Plymouth wasn't just a historic town. It was a place where the past refused to stay buried. This account is just one of many that suggest Plymouth might be more than just a place of history. It might be a town haunted by the echoes of its past. From ghostly figures to unexplained dreams, every corner seems to hold a secret, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover it. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, Plymouth is a reminder that some places are so steeped in history, they might never truly let go of the past. Have you ever experienced something strange in a historic place? Share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Horror-Radiate for more true, spine-chilling tales. Who knows, your story could be the next one we tell.